The following webinar presents information on U.S. Department of Education Green Ribbon Schools in California and was recorded on September 10, 2015. My name is Leslie Taylor, and I am the Program Lead for Ed Green Ribbon in California and a Field Representative in the School Facilities and Transportation Services Division at the California Department of Education, which administers the award. In hosting this webinar, we hope to give you a working understanding of the federal and state Green Ribbon Schools programs, convincing reasons your school or district should consider applying for the award, and examples of successful applicants. Following the slide deck, we'll preview our Green Ribbon webpage and this year's application documents. Green Ribbon Schools is a national award program that recognizes schools and districts for their work in going green. The program was announced in the fall of 2011, with the first cohort of winners selected on Earth Day 2012. Applicants to this program demonstrate that vision, teamwork, and leadership are the foundation for green schools. Indeed, not all our green schools are inherently rich, but they are resourceful. Ed Green Ribbon Schools documents achievement in 3 areas or pillars. Pillar 1, reduced environmental impact and cost. Pillar 2, improve the health and wellness of school students and staff. And Pillar 3, provide effective environmental education, which teaches many disciplines and is especially good at incorporating STEM, civic skills, and green career pathways. Within each pillar are topic-based elements. In Pillar 1, reduce environmental impact and costs, Element 1A covers energy efficiency. Element 1B covers water conservation. Element 1C covers waste reduction. And Element 1D covers alternative transportation. In Pillar 2, improve the health and wellness of school students and staff, Element 2A addresses school environmental health, and Element 2B addresses nutrition and fitness and coordinated school health. In Pillar 3, provide effective environmental education, Element 3A addresses interdisciplinary learning. Element 3B addresses science, technology, engineering, and math, knowledge, and skills. And Element 3C addresses civic knowledge and skills. More simply, highly qualified applicants are reducing their impact while improving school and community health and performance and environmental literacy. The role of the California Department of Education is to implement and administer Ed Green Ribbon Schools and California Green Ribbon Schools, our state-level award. Each state education agency is charged with making nominations to the U.S. Department of Education for the federal award. Part of our work is coordinating the selection of private school nominees with the California Association of Private School Organizations. CAPSO designates stakeholders to review and score all applications from private schools. We provide resources and support to applicants via our webpage, presentations at regional, state, and national conferences and workshops, and direct technical assistance like this webinar. A significant effort of CDE in the area of disseminating best practices is around social media communities for California Green Ribbon Schools, which were launched last year. You can find us on Facebook as California Green Ribbon Schools and on Twitter as @CA-GRSRibbon. Next, I'll spend a few minutes describing the benefits of becoming a Green Ribbon school or district. Whenever I have the chance to talk with past Green Ribbon winners, I make it a point to understand their perspective on the benefits of receiving the recognition in order to answer the question I often get from prospective applicants, which is, why should we apply? The first reason I think is the most straightforward. You have a chance to receive national recognition for the teachers, parents, administrators, and students who've dedicated their time and energy to greening your schools and communities. Reason 2 is related. You have a chance to celebrate your achievements. This work is extremely important to sustainability, health, and education. When you've done well, you deserve to celebrate. Third is that receiving the award can invite new partnerships. These photos are from Environmental Charter High School in Lawndale, a winner of the inaugural Green Ribbon Recognition in 2012. Signage like the example you see on the left is sponsored and can be found all over campus, detailing the environmental, health, and educational benefits of the school buildings and grounds. The photo on the right is the result of a partnership with IKEA that was inspired by the school's Green Ribbon Award. School and district winners point to their Green Ribbon status when competing for grants and building community and industry partnerships. Fourth is the opportunity to share best practices. Most of the programs, activities, and physical improvements that we see at our Green Ribbon schools could be replicated. A network of Green Ribbon schools that host proven projects makes planning, design, and execution easier for everybody. The U.S. Department of Education also hosts an excellent web portal and webinar series called Green Strides, which provides content related to each of the 3 pillars. The link to Green Strides is on your slide. Finally, becoming a Green Ribbon school or district is great for school culture. I've heard over and over again from past winners that the award has brought energy and enthusiasm to existing programs and inspired new ones as well. Our winners aren't thinking about how they can maintain their achievement. They're focusing on how they can do even more. Because we want as many schools and districts as possible to participate in Green Ribbon schools, Superintendent Torlakson announced California Green Ribbon schools in the 2014 award cycle. Our state-level award establishes a scale based on the federal application, creating no new work for the applicant, that recognizes schools and districts who might not be our federal nominees, but who are doing good work in the 3 pillars. Rather than recognizing only 5 schools or districts each year, there's no limit to the number of California Green Ribbon schools that will be awarded. We also provide an application scorecard by element, which includes resources that might be useful to the applicant moving forward. In the inaugural year, 5 schools and 2 districts received recognition as California Green Ribbon schools. Private schools were identified by the California Association of Private School Organizations. This past year, 11 schools and 5 districts received recognition as California Green Ribbon schools. Again, the private schools were identified by CAPSO. I'll share a bit about some of our recent public selectees to give you an idea of what our Green Ribbon schools and districts are doing. The Almonte Union High School District in Los Angeles County. The district serves more than 9,500 students in 8 schools, including 5 comprehensive high schools. Partnerships with government agencies, corporations, community organizations, and post-secondary institutions are enabling students to turn passions and talents into successful green careers, broaden related academic skills, and prepare for careers in college. Almonte is an Energy Star leader and makes a concerted effort to involve all students in outdoor activities in nature. Los Cerritos Elementary School in the Long Beach Unified School District, Los Angeles County. The school's urban farmyard, established in 2000, is a place of environmental stewardship and learning for every Los Cerritos student. The urban farmyard has been cited by the California School Gardens Network as a model school garden and is a designated wildlife habitat and monarch butterfly way station. The garden is complemented by exemplary after-school programs focused on environmental awareness, including Cool the Earth, Roots and Shoots, and Green Team. A comprehensive Safe Routes to School program includes Walk to School Wednesday, Walking School Bus, and Bike-Friendly Friday activities. Carmel Middle School in the Carmel Unified School District, Monterey County. The campus includes an award-winning 10-acre natural habitat and environmental education nature center run in partnership with the nonprofit Me Earth. The habitat hosts nearly 2,000 students annually from across the Monterey Peninsula in a LEED Silver certified green building. Habitat programming, including eco-literacy, nature studies, social studies, English language arts, and world language, seamlessly integrates sustainability education into curriculum lessons and activities. Carmel Middle School uses an energy management system to continually monitor energy use and will implement one-to-one computing for all students in 2015, with the goal of moving paper consumption towards zero. Susan Miller Dorsey Senior High School in the Los Angeles Unified School District, Los Angeles County. Dorsey High School promotes outdoor and hands-on learning, STEAM, and career technical training. Community engagement, collaboration, and service are at the heart of these programs, including the Baldwin Hills Greenhouse Internship and Restoration Leadership Programs, an elementary school mentorship program, and Eco Club. 2 LEED Silver certified buildings provide high-performance, healthy, and comfortable learning environments. As I mentioned, CDE nominates up to 5 schools or districts for federal recognition. 1 nominee will be a private school, and at least one must serve more than 40% disadvantaged students. For purposes of this recognition, we reference the adjusted percent eligible for free and reduced price meals. A spreadsheet with this data can be found on the CDE webpage referenced on the slide. The state-level award is given at 4 levels, beginning at 55% achievement on the application. Nominees for the federal award are designated Green Achievers. Selected schools and districts are celebrated a lot. Once our nomination packages have been sent off to the U.S. Department of Education, CDE holds a press event and site visit at one of the nominated locations. All of our public California Green Ribbon schools are honored in CDE's annual California School Recognition Program, which includes Gold Ribbon schools, formerly Distinguished schools, and Federal Blue Ribbon schools. Federal nominees are confirmed via webcast on Earth Day and celebrated in a Washington, D.C. ceremony over the summer. In past award cycles, the U.S. Department of Education has also conducted a national tour of Green Ribbon schools. When the tour stopped in California in 2013, federal, state, and local officials visited 5 schools over 2 days. Next, I'm going to take you to our CDE webpage for Green Ribbon schools, where we'll walk through how to apply for the 2016 award. This is the CDE webpage for Green Ribbon schools. I'll take you through the links from the bottom of the page, working up. There are resources to assist in the completion of the application, sorted by pillar and by element. Lots of great information on these pages, which we also reference regularly on our social media feeds. Next is resources from U.S. Department of Education Green Ribbon schools, links to their pages related to the program. This next page details the U.S. Department of Education's 2013 national tour on the theme Education Built to Last, including a piece CDE staff authored for the ED homeroom blog and news clips from various outlets in Southern California where the tour took place. There are pages for the ED Green Ribbon selectees from each award year. Looking at the page for the 2015 award, at the top you can download the U.S. Department of Education's report highlighting all of the honorees nationwide, of which there were 58 schools and 14 districts last year, representing 28 jurisdictions. At the bottom of the page, we also have links to the news releases related to the award cycle. In the center, each of our selectees has their own page where you can look through the nomination package, detailing the school or district's achievement by pillar and element. Next up are details for California Green Ribbon schools, including a link listing all of the state-level selectees. Finally, we'll look at the directions document. I've preloaded the document for a school application, although there are not many differences between the school and district versions. Becoming a U.S. Department of Education Green Ribbon school is a 3-step process. First, you complete an application interest survey. Once we receive your response, we'll send you your online application, which has a unique URL and is seeded with your school information. This is the application interest survey. We have some simple directions on the welcome page. You must fill out this survey for each application, school or district, that you'd like to receive. I've selected a school application, and I've said that we are a public school. You're going to identify your school by entering your CDS code. That's the county district school code. If you don't know your code, the link to find it is here on the screen. Just for our purposes, I've put in a placeholder, and I've typed my name and contact information. If you have a lead applicant who's different from the school or district administrator, you want to enter that person's information here. This is the person we'll send the application link to. When I'm done, I'm going to push next, and then if I were ready to hit submit, I'd hit submit, and that's it. That's all you have to do to request your application from us. Applications are available online only through 5 p.m. on December 28th. CDE convenes an interagency group of stakeholders to score the applications in early January. Once the nominees are identified, those schools and districts work with me on step 3 of the process, which is preparing a nominee presentation package for submittal to the U.S. Department of Education. Here's the timeline for the 2016 award cycle. For questions regarding the application, my contact information is here as well as on our webpage. Private schools can also reach out to Paul Chapman, who heads up the CAPSO review team. Next is the application outline, which shows how points are allocated across the pillars and elements. 3 cross-cutting questions make up 5% of the total score, then each pillar is weighted relatively evenly, with pillars 1 and 2 at 30% each, and pillar 3 at 35%. The remainder of the document is a list of questions contained in the application. We do recommend that you consult this list if you're considering applying for the award either this year or sometime in the future. When you look at the list, remember our state-level award begins at 55% total achievement. Because the award is so comprehensive, the criteria recognizes no school or district is likely to do or have it all. We want to recognize and encourage as many schools and districts as we can to continue the critically important work of reducing their environmental impact and cost, improving health and wellness for school students and staff, and delivering an effective environmental and sustainability education. My 3 tips for completing the application are simple. First, start early. There are more than 60 questions covering the 3 pillars and 9 elements, so you need to dedicate time to complete the application. Second, it may be beneficial to type your responses in a word processing program and then cut and paste them into the online application. There are character limits on most of the questions, and although the application will count characters for you, your response may be easier to edit and trim if necessary offline. Finally, I cannot stress this enough. Divide and conquer. Work together. Completing this application is best done by a team, the experts in each pillar. For instance, if a facilities director or sustainability manager is taking the lead on the application, they'll have all the data and content for Pillar 1 and probably some of Pillar 2, but most likely they lack the expertise to complete Pillar 3. I mentioned the school or district application will be associated with a unique URL, so I've added a 4th tip. You can pass the URL from person to person in your team. Just make sure to hit that save button early and often. I do encourage you to reach out by phone or email anytime if you have questions about the application process, specific programs at your school or district, or Green Ribbon schools generally. Upcoming regional workshops on Green Ribbon schools include September 24th in San Luis Obispo County, September 25th in Santa Barbara County, September 22nd in San Diego County, October 29th at the STEM Symposium in Anaheim, and October 30th at the Green California School Summit in Pasadena. For more details, please email us at greenribbonschools@cde.ca.gov. With that, I thank you for your time and interest, and we wish you the best of luck on the 2016 application.